And we are live. Thank you, everyone, for joining us live. And thank you, everyone else watching SPAC is recording. We appreciate you as well.
Yes, thank you, everyone. So tonight we're joined by Tiffany. She is the sister of Mitchell Walters, who disappeared July 26, 2025 from Kilgore, Texas. She is joined by Emily, an advocate working with Tiffany to help support her and find her brother. Ladies, welcome to Locating the Lost.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
So, Tiffany, if you don't mind, can you kind of tell us about your brother, the kind of person he is, and what was life like growing up with him?
Crazy. He was always wild and crazy. Always. I remember whenever he was 2 years old, we lived next door to a Taco Bueno, and we lived in an apartment, and he would escape and go to Taco Bueno like every single day. And they would call the house, like they had a house phone. They would call the house and be like, "Hey, Mitchell's over here eating a bean burrito. I got him some water. Come get him." He was like that his whole life. That's just if you knew him, you loved him. He's a pretty cool guy. He's pretty cool.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was 2 years old and lived next to a taco place, I'd probably be over there every day too.
Yeah, he was in a diaper. He was stood up on the countertop eating a bean burrito. Like, it didn't happen like every day. They had her phone number. Like, they legit had her phone number. And
how close are you guys in age?
He's 9 years younger than me.
Okay, so you're the big sister. I'm sure you kind of
mom,
motherly role.
Yeah, mom, big sister. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And he always looked up to me. We got into it a lot because he's like, "You're not my mom," but I really was. Yeah, he's a handsome guy. He's a smile that light up a room. And if you knew him, you loved him, or you didn't. He was that kind of guy. He's that kind of guy.
So, what was he into as a child? Like, did he play sports or anything like that, or?
He played softball for a little while, baseball for a little while. Whenever he was very young, he didn't like it very much. It was too hot. He wanted to come in the house. He was more of a tinkerer. He tinkered with a lot of stuff, played cards.
I read that. So
middle brother. Yeah, he was always bothering me and our other brother. But he was a good kid, though. He didn't like school too much.
So, did he graduate?
No, he didn't.
He didn't graduate. So he probably didn't go on to like any college or anything after. What did he do after school then, after he left school?
Went on to, a lot of stuff, but nothing really good. He was, I don't know. He was just truly loved. He helped anybody. He would definitely help anybody.
What do you do for work? Like, did you pick up any trades or skills or anything like that? Anything that you kind of stuck with?
Not really anything. Well, working on cars. He loved to work on cars. He loved to work on anything. He was like I said, he was a tinkerer, so he could fix anything. Yeah. And he loved to do that. Definitely worked on a lot of cars for a lot of people. And as far as work, he worked at Whataburger, I think, for like a year. That wasn't his gig. And then he tried to go into the oil field, and he just did, just odd jobs, basically.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Trying a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, he just wanted to roam. He just wanted to go, and, nothing could hold him down. That's for sure. He got bored easily with jobs, so he changed jobs often. Tried a little bit of that. Yeah, he did.
Did he have a family of his own? Like, did he have any kids or anything?
Yeah, he has a daughter and a son, and I'm actually raising his son, and his daughter lives in South Dakota. So,
and I can only assume he's not the type of guy to just not keep in touch with his children.
No. Well, his daughter, they're estranged, but not his son. No, they talked often. His son lived with me, so yeah.
This picture on the right, like, he's a good looking dude, like,
yeah,
very handsome. He's a character.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is. He loves his nieces and nephews like tremendously. Him and my middle daughter, are like best friends. That's who's in the other half of that one picture that was just up there. You can see just a little bit of blonde. That one. That's my daughter, and they're like best friends. And his niece and his nephew, yeah, they're like best friends.
He had quite the humor too.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a character. He's definitely funny.
Just like quick-witted, or did he just come up with complete jokes?
Oh, quick-witted. Yeah, both. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with him for sure. For sure. Anybody that knows him will tell you. Yeah, he's hilarious. He comes up with them off the top of his head. Just, I'm pretty slow as far as that stuff goes, but he is on it. He is on it.
No, I got to say, you told us before we started that you were concerned that you might, start crying or anything during this, but I've seen nothing but smiles on your face, like talking about him. Like, you can see the memories flowing and how much you love him and how much he means to you. So thank you for sharing all that with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks for allowing me the opportunity.
Absolutely. And so he disappeared July 26, 2025. Do we know the events either leading up to that day? Was anything happened the weeks prior, or did everything happen just that day? What do we know at this point?
Well, I know that he had gone to jail for some traffic tickets like 2 weeks before, and he had got out of jail on the 22nd, and he called me, and it was a normal. It was kind of a normal conversation. He promised me that he would call me back. He was like, "I promise you, I'll call you back." I'm like, yeah. Well, he never called me back. And then his girlfriend at the time, I guess she bailed him out of jail. Like I said, it was just like traffic tickets or something simple. And she got him out of jail, and he was staying at her house. And they had a pretty tumultuous relationship. They fight off and on, often, actually. So I'm not sure. I think they were fighting, if I can remember correctly, because I live in Arkansas, and of course, he went missing from Texas. So I wasn't really there. So everything I'm saying is just like, what I've heard,
Right.
basically. But yeah, they were fighting, and apparently he was drinking and doing some drugs, and then he just walked off in the middle of the night. She said he never came back.
What time did he leave the house?
Well, that's the thing. The times have changed several times. It was.
Oops.
Oh.
Sorry.
So, is it something I'm doing?
No, Emily
no.
started.
It's just a little echo from Emily.
Yeah. So
oh, 1 second.
All right, so Emily, I'm gonna have to mute your mic. I guess let me know when you want to talk, and I can unmute it. For some reason we're getting a lot of feedback from your.
Well, 1 second. Let's unmute her for just a second. We might be able to. Oh, the echo cancellation. Can you talk for us, Emily?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We should be good now.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, yeah, Tiffany.
So initially, she said that he left at 3:30 and took off walking, and she was watching his location on the Find My Phone app, I do believe. And then that changed from 3:30 to then he left at 4:30, and there was
this
some
PM?
AM.
Okay.
AM, yeah. And there was some video, like some Ring camera footage from her sister's house where they were living in the backyard in a, I guess, little grandmother or whatever, mother-in-law house. And the last time that he walked off, it showed like I think it said 00:55, which we all know is midnight 55. That's not even 1 o'clock. So, I'm a little confused about that, but I don't know if the time was correct on the Ring cam or not. So the time is really, I don't know the correct time.
And
right.
that was allegedly the last time that anyone had seen from him, saw him, talked to him.
Talked to him, seen him.
We do know his phone pinged between 4:42 a.m. and 4:52 a.m. That was the last ping.
And that's what I was going to do is kind of turn this over to Emily at this point. Emily, how did you get involved with this case?
I just came across it. I'm in the East Texas area. So my partner and I heard about the case and decided to reach out. And I guess that was about in early September.
All right. And I did just put the link to your Facebook page on here. I'm probably going to slaughter the name. Ecoria Advocacy.
That's right.
Oh, hey. First I've
You
heard
got it.
Usually
Travis
slaughter
doesn't normally
names.
get those right. Yeah, anytime.
So I did put that in the link. So if anyone wants to follow your page, and what is it that you guys do?
I do a lot of the research side of it, and then I've got a partner that comes in and he has a drone, and then we also do ground search. So we interview people. We went through the neighborhood looking for ring cameras, security cameras, things like that. That's kind of where we get started.
And are you local to this case? Are you
Yeah,
nearby,
yes,
Tiffany?
I am. Yes.
Okay, good.
Local
Right.
might be relative when it comes to Texas, though, right? It's a massive state.
It's a massive state, but I'll tell you, East Texas has quite a few cases.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure being on the border down there, there's a lot going on. So, not that we're safe up here in Maine because we have a lot of missing people as well. So,
Right.
all right.
There's a lot of missing people all over the country, seems like now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So he's walking down this highway. Multiple people saw him, right? Like drivers driving by saw him, or no?
No.
No.
So no,
There
there
was-
weren't any reports of drivers witnessing?
No, there was one report from an associate of his who was across the street at a gas station, and he claimed he saw him, but I don't hold a lot of clout on that one.
The investigator, Zach Kaminsky, he's the investigator over the case, and he went to that store, both the Country Tavern and Zippy J's, and there was no video footage of Mitchell being there, or even the guy that said he saw Mitchell there. So there was never any.
Cutting out. Oh, okay. I thought I cut out for a second. They had cameras, but they didn't catch them, or they didn't have cameras at all.
They had cameras and they didn't catch either.
Okay.
The gentleman that stated that he saw Mitchell walking. That was
Okay.
That was never confirmed. Yeah.
So that
That's
one
interesting.
guy is what they're basing this whole thing on, that he supposedly was walking down this highway.
Correct.
His phone ping, right,
Yeah.
Aaron?
The cell
Yeah,
phone
well-
ping, but that's still there's a range on cell phone pings, and
Mhm.
my partner and I were able to get the cell phone towers, and the way that the signals are, we kind of isolated an area, and it's not that area. It's a little bit farther north and east. So there is a
anything
big range with the pings.
in that
Right,
area.
so
Is there
it's a
anything,
relative
any reason
area.
why he'd be there, or
No, there's not. No, in that area, there is no reason. He didn't travel to Tyler. And Mitchell had COPD and flat feet. So for him to walk the distance from the house to be out there where he was at, going into nowhere, doesn't make any sense at all. None.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be miserable.
see, I'm going to mess up this name. Shivian?
Shivion, that's my daughter.
Shavian. See, Shavian Walters says he changed the time also. So the guy that supposedly saw him gave different accounts of the time that he was seen.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
the girlfriend also gave different times in which he allegedly had left.
Yes.
Or what were the times that that these two different individuals had said?
Well, I think initially, like I said, the first one was 3:30, and then the second one was 4:30. That was from the girlfriend, and then the other guy said that he seen him, I believe, at like 5:30 in the morning.
And Kelly had
Even further
also,
away.
Kelly had also said 5:30 a.m. that he had done some drugs and that she saw him profusely sweating. So the timelines aren't adding up.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not at
because
all.
at that time his phone had pinged already way out there in the country, right?
Right.
Real quick, is Zach Kaminsky still the investigator on the case?
He is. He's the lead.
Let me So if you do have any tips, please reach out to Zach Kaminsky at the Gregg County Sheriff's Office, Criminal Investigations Division at 903-237-2544. Just wanted to throw that up there real quick. But go ahead and continue, guys.
So after that, I believe that was on a Saturday night or Friday night leading into Saturday morning. I get a phone call from the girlfriend, Kelly, or I didn't get a phone call. Actually, she called my daughter and she said, Mitchell is missing. And, Mitchell's been known to break up with her and leave and go for, months, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't call me or somebody, but right. She's never panicked before. Like, it was odd behavior all the way from the very beginning. So,
Right, especially considering they were like fighting a bit that night, you said, right? So you might assume that, like, okay, he's mad at me, he's going to be gone for a couple of days or a little while or something, right?
Right, not missing.
Right, not miss, exactly.
Yeah, for her to use that. I'm sorry.
We have a question here. Terry's asking, has the girlfriend been given a lie detector test? I think she knows more. So was she given a lie detector test? Did they ever treat her like she might know something, or did they just kind of take her statement and leave her alone?
Well, I know that they've interviewed her 2 or 3 times, and they've told me, because I don't speak to Zach Kaminsky, I talk to the lieutenant. He's Lieutenant Myers, and they told me that she's been very cooperative. She did offer her phone. And I guess it coincided with her story about, she said she was on the phone with him on Facebook Messenger while he was walking, and then his phone died. But that's all, And
that's weird.
But as far as a lie detector test, no, they have not.
We had a digital forensic analyst get on his phone, and it did not show that he was on Facebook Messenger at that time.
But hers showed she was?
Did, correct. Yeah.
Like, he wasn't on his actual device, or not, the account wasn't being used?
He was on his actual device. He was listening to music, and there was a news app that he had opened as well, but Facebook was not opened.
And you might have said this.
Someone else might have been logged in at a different device then.
Right.
Maybe.
That's what
you might have said this, but did she say why he left? Just because they were fighting and he was going to walk to Tyler, Texas, someplace he never had been to? Or
no, she didn't. Go ahead, John.
She said that he was being kind of loud. Her sister had to go to work, and she didn't want her to be woken up because she would be mad. So she locked him out, and you could see him on the Ring camera pacing back and forth and going up to the door. So I think at that point he was just kind of fed up and walked off.
LaDonna Taylor says she had a history of hurting him. Was there any record of that?
Yes. Yeah, she a few years ago, she allegedly, I guess you could say, hit him with her car and left him in the ditch. My son-in-law, actually, Shavion's husband, thankfully he was outside. Mitchell was walking to their house, and it was like 1:30 in the morning, I think. And they was fighting, and I guess they was fighting anyways, and she hit him with the car and left him in the ditch, and then it broke his collarbone. He was in the hospital for a few days.
Jesus Christ.
Charges?
I do believe that she's faced charges for that. Mitchell dropped charges because that was, like I told you at the very beginning, very tumultuous. They've had a history for a long time, like 15 years, I do believe. So they fight and break up and get back together, and that is one thing I will add that is very odd about this time. Usually whenever Mitchell goes, and he'll go, be with another girl and start a whole other life, whatever. And Kelly is like threatening people, beating down the doors, like, I'll kill you, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'll kill your dogs, like crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And this time she hasn't been, and I'm not putting any accusations out there or trying to, thwart one person's opinion towards, one way or another, but everything is different this time. From day one, it's been different this time.
So historically, she acted a different way, and all of a sudden this time she's okay with him walking off, and
exactly.
He's missing. He's missing. He didn't like. Oh, he's off with another chick. He's missing.
Exactly.
Which is okay.
Yeah, which is completely odd in their situation. Like, she's called, I don't know, show up at people's houses middle of the night, like threaten their families. Like, I mean, like she gets a little hot-headed sometimes, and I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack from this, but I don't care. She gets a little hot-headed at times and flies off at the mouth and accuses, or not accuses, but threatens a lot of people. And especially whenever it comes to Mitchell. And people around Kilgore in town and stuff have said she's not even made a phone call to see if he was there. Like, like there's no, like, she knows he's missing. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it absolutely does.
If she's watching, she can certainly call us at 207-619-2661. She can call and tell us what she knows, how she feels about this case. It sounds like you think she might be watching.
I'm sure. Or someone in her family is, I'm sure.
All right. So what are the... sorry, go ahead, Jeff. Jeff,
you're fine.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that is that. What have the police said? Do they have any idea whatsoever? Do they have any? And do they even take it seriously that he was missing?
I do believe. Well, Mitchell was a known drug user. He's been arrested. You can look him up. It's public record. He's got a long history. Well, that one picture right there is he's in prison. So, he's got a long history of drug abuse and stuff. And no, I don't. I think now it's being taken a little bit more serious than it was in the beginning. I was told that he's probably off on a bender for a few months and he'll just show up somewhere. Well, that's not Mitchell. He wouldn't do that to me. Our dad committed suicide. Our brothers committed suicide. We took my mom off of life support in 2019. Like, all we have left is him and me
Right.
and the kids. And that's it. Yep. We don't have any other family. Mitchell would not leave, and just it's just not that way. There's more to it, but back, I think it was Emily, if I'm correct, it was back in October they found the skull. Should I bring that up or no? Or
yeah, I'd bring it up.
Yeah. Okay, so they found a skull in Kilgore area, where around the same area where Mitchell went missing, and it had like tissue and matter in it. Well, they're still extracting DNA from it. They have Mitchell's DNA, because he was in prison. So I've offered my DNA, my daughter's offered her DNA, and we're not even waiting on comparison DNA. Like, we're still waiting on extraction. It's been months.
Just the initial
Unreal.
DNA from. Wow.
Yeah.
I want to get back to that, but I got a quick question here. So okay. Brenda Foote, she's asking, ring camera shows him pacing out front and then walking off. Does it show her ever leave the house at all after he left?
No.
But you said that their place was at the back of the house anyways, right?
Right.
Is it possible that anyone could have come in or left from a different entrance without the ring camera catching them?
Your daughter says the rest of the video was never released. Last video showed him coming back into the house.
Right.
But never, so you would think the last video would show him leaving, right? If he had left the house?
The video of him leaving was, like I said, at the time on there was 0055, which is 0055. And that's the one that he walked off and never walked back in. But there's additional video footage that he's pacing back and forth at like 1:50, 2 o'clock, 2:30, I think is the latest.
Okay.
So all of that is, it's just, I don't know.
go back to the skull that they found. Whereabouts did they find it in relation to where he was last seen?
Emily, do you remember?
Yep, it was in the area where we got the signals triangulated on the cell towers.
Right.
Oh,
But not on the highway that he was supposedly walking down that one person saw him.
No.
who also didn't show up on camera footage as even being there himself.
And another thing about the skull. So how I found out, we had missing posters, flyers everywhere, all over Kilgore. And a friend of mine's daughter was working at a little Mexican restaurant there in Liberty City. And she just so happened to be the waiter, the server there that day. 2 Gregg County sheriffs came in, or sheriff deputies or whatever, and sat down for lunch. And she overheard one of them get a phone call and he was like, oh, hell, we got another body, we got to get that to make that order to go because we got to go, blah, blah, blah. And she heard him say that. So she took the missing persons poster down off the wall and she walked over and she was like, it wouldn't be him, would it? Mitchell Walters? Oh, hell, we found that guy last week. That's how I found out that they found anything. They never released any of that information. They never called or never.
They're telling the waitress at the.
Exactly. Yeah. They didn't know that she grew up with him.
So, or were they being serious? Or were they just being insensitive when they said that? Like what?
Both. I mean, they were serious. I mean, they had to go on it. But the second one was an actual body. They identified him right away. That was a missing person from Dallas. But the skull and bone fragments that they found, they've not,
I've come here from Kelly Canning. She joined us previously talking about her brother's case. He was found. It's an unsolved murder. Kelly says, extracting and comparing DNA should take less than 4 weeks. I'm so sorry that your family has had to wait so long. Yes, thank you, Kelly, for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, it's hell.
And Maya says the police state no car left the home that night.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, they did say that. There were no cars that left.
Which I believe she had a friend over that night from Dallas as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the sister was supposed to be leaving to go to work. So no cars leaving. It's kind of suspicious to me.
Yeah, because they had walked off before the sister went to work. So would have left the house.
Was her friend a female or a male?
Female.
Female. I had to ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to put this back in the chat again. This is your Facebook page. Now, who runs this Help Find Mitchell Walters Facebook page?
I do.
You do, Emily? Okay. So
I do.
I'm going to put that in the chat again. Lots of information on there. I'll share the page. Actually, let me go share the
Mariah says here, why aren't the police doing much about this? Do they pick and choose cases they want to work? Sure seems that way a lot of times. We try not to necessarily bash on cops here, but all too often there seems to be the attitude of, well, we just don't want to care about this one, so we're not going to.
That's where we step in.
Yeah, usually it's because someone has a lifestyle that doesn't match everyone's perfect vision. Someone maybe this person partakes in some drugs, or maybe they get into fights every now and then, whatever. And all too often they're the ones put on the back burner.
It's true.
Yeah.
A lot of times that's why we step in. We can do a lot of things the police can't. They can do a lot of things that we can't. But we have the time that we can spend that they don't have. They don't have the resources.
And the bigger thing that you guys have that they don't is the urge to do it, like the want to do it. It's not a job for you guys. It's because you care.
Right.
Right. I'm so grateful that you all reached out to me too.
And actually, I'll share. Let let me reshare her page as well. Let's see.
Yeah, because without Emily, I would have lost it a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%.
You're stronger than you think.
Thank you.
So on your page, Emily, you share a lot of different stories, right? On your page, Emily?
I do. I work at several cases.
Yeah, go ahead and say that, Jeff.
Yeah, so LaDonna says the shoes, Tiff.
Yeah, so I guess allegedly, somebody said that they saw one of Kelly's friends wearing Mitchell's shoes, the shoes that he supposedly had on the night that he went missing.
What kind of shoes were they that they were so able to be stood out like that?
Nike, black Nike, and he had hand painted, I think it was Air Max or Air on the bottom in red.
I did read that. Yeah, so he'd taken the word Max and wrote them in red.
Yeah,
called it red.
yeah.
Yes, that's pretty specific to his. Then, if that's something he did, there's probably not a lot of those in the world that's colored red with the word Max, right?
Right, and it was quite a few people, but you know, this is a small town of people that I don't know. I used to get phone calls all the time, and I just started to have to block people because it was all a bunch of, you know, nothing, just not helping me mentally. So
yeah, and I don't know if you had your number out in social media, but that's the case. A lot of times people put their personal phone numbers, and then you get all these scammers and these people calling and saying these disgusting things to you. So anyone watching, if you find yourself in the situation, use the police number. Like, just direct everyone towards the police.
yeah, I learned that the extreme hard way. Yeah, I certainly did. I certainly learned that the hard way.
Olivia Davis says, Tiffany is the strongest woman I know. She has done nothing but pour her entire life into finding Mitchell.
Thank you, Olivia.
And Sherry says, love you, Tiffany Marie Walters. We're watching. See, now I know what your middle name is.
Thank you. Yeah.
I guess now we can kind of get into, and we've kind of alluded to it, I think, but get into the speculation on this case. Tiffany, what do you think happened?
My very personal opinion is I think that Mitchell and Kelly got into it pretty tough. He may have laid hands on him. Sheila may have laid hands on her. Kelly's got people that are pretty important to her and people that she can call for anything. And personally, I think that somebody jumped my brother and they had to use full force because Mitchell he's far from punk. He's not going to go down easily. Mm-hmm. It's going to require, it's going to require a lot to get him to go down. He's a fighter. I promise you that. And I think maybe, one thing that I do think of is, maybe Kelly doesn't have anything to do with it. And maybe he owed somebody some money or something. And, they just jumped him and it got out of hand and they had to kill him. I really don't know. There's several that I think, several different scenarios are in my mind.
Do you think it could have been an accident where, like, she had mentioned them doing drugs and he overdosed or something like that? Or do you really think it was homicide?
I think it's a little bit more nefarious than that because they would have found his body by now, right?
Correct.
I mean, people don't just disappear. If you're that high on drugs and you're walking off in the middle of the night, you overheat or you just, you pass out, your body's going to be laying somewhere. You're going to be somewhere. You're not going to just be nowhere, and that's why I think my mind just can't let go of the fact that somebody's done something to him. He's not, just laying out in the field, decaying somewhere, in the open field. If he could have walked there, like I told you in the beginning, Mitchell has COPD and flat feet, so he's not going to walk for very long. He's not going to take off and walk no 5 or 10 miles. which is not going to happen. So I think that there's definitely something nefarious happening, and whether or not his girlfriend had anything to do with it, the town folks of Kilgore know way more than they're letting on.
Mm.
And I really wish somebody would step up and say what happened. You know, I mean, there's anonymous Crime Stoppers. There's, they can call, and they're all worried about being a snitch or how it looks to people there, and it pisses me off. I don't know, because if it was their family, they would want the same thing that we want. Answers, just to bring him home.
I got a comment here from Brenda. Brenda Fudge says, if she could hit him with a car and hurt him, what else is she capable of doing? Last to see him, reward for information. Is there a reward right now for information on his case?
Just Crime Stoppers. And I'm not sure how much that is. Not much, I'm sure.
We actually just had that last case, I think. Emily, what do you think happened with Mitchell? Do you think it was nefarious? Do you think it's accidental, or?
I do think it's nefarious. Even if he was doing drugs and was really hot, I heard he was really hot and sweaty. He's had a lot of experience with it, and even Kelly was giving him ideas of what to do before. So I don't think that it's a drug overdose. I really don't. And if it were an accident, say somebody accidentally hit him on the side of the road, we would have found something, his clothes, not just a part of him, but there's going to be more. So I do think that it's nefarious, and somebody knows a little bit more than what they're trying to let on.
I'm still kind of stuck on the skull.
Me too.
How long ago did they found that?
I want to say late September. It could have been early to mid-October. I really can't remember.
It's been like 5 or 6
been
months,
long,
whatever.
Yeah.
It's in the right area, and the description that they gave her, it's the right description. But they've mishandled the evidence a couple of times, and it hasn't been processed properly. So we definitely should have had something by now.
There's only a skull found?
And bone fragments is what they said.
But
they said
it wasn't a skull that had sat there for a while, right? It wasn't. I mean, by a long while, I mean not like years. Like there was still flesh attached.
There was flesh.
And they say male or female?
They haven't. They wouldn't even tell me that much. The lieutenant told me that it does fit the stage of decomp on the skull found, does fit the time frame of Mitchell. It does fit the age of Mitchell, and that's pretty much all he's told me. And that we thought in the beginning that we were waiting on comparison DNA, but this whole time he said that now we're waiting on extraction of DNA. So I don't know. Yeah. And then we sent off to the prison for dental records because Mitchell had a tooth removed from there. But oddly enough, they didn't find the bottom jaw, and the prison only sent the bottom jaw. So what they found was the top jaw, attached to the skull.
Right.
Not the bottom jaw. So, and that worked in 2 or 3 different places, wasn't it?
Yeah, Tiffany has offered her DNA, and they wouldn't accept it at the beginning.
Yeah.
For comparison.
That's weird.
Why? What was the reason they gave for not accept, or just like we don't need it, or?
That's exactly what they said. They don't need the DNA because it's in the CODIS already, because Mitchell was in prison for a
they've been arrested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mariah says, who found the skull and who has it? Who contacted you?
Well, I found out by the young lady at the Mexican restaurant about the skull, and it was the homeowner, his grandson, I do believe, or the landowner. I believe he's a hay baler. Is that what I remember correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a hay baler, and he was walking his land. Him and his grandson and his dog was walking his land, and what they thought was a soccer ball in the dirt
Oh,
was actually a skull.
Unreal.
And
so he says,
it took him like 2 days to get out there to go get it.
wait, it took the cops 2 days to go retrieve it anyways?
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe it took them 2 days to go retrieve it.
When you say in the dirt, was it partially buried, or you're just saying like it was in a dirt pile?
I don't have the details on that. I'm not sure.
So Kelly is saying here that she said, my brother's body was discovered on 2/16/2024, and we had the DNA results 3/15/2024. So like a month later is how long it took for them to get the results for that.
See, and I think this has a lot to do with it being East Texas, because I was told by the sheriff's department that this is the first case that they've ever had to send off for actual DNA.
How is that possible?
So I don't know. There's a lot of things that make me feel like they're not taking it seriously enough, or they don't care, or their caseload is extremely low. I don't know. There's something going on. It's everything. It's too strange. You know, and that goes back to what I was saying about the newscast, you know, that was supposed to be done. And that was just a news podcast. That wasn't even like going to be aired on television or, you know, on live news or nothing. And then she just texted my daughter hours before and was like, I'm sorry, I can't run this case, you know, or this interview, you know. So there's been a lot of lack of information.
And that's another wild thing, right? Was that the interview that they didn't just decide we can't run it right now. There's another story that we have to fill in or whatever. We have to run it a different day. They just decided not at all to run it whatsoever.
Yeah. And then the young lady blocked my daughter. I do believe that she's told her that she's no longer going to be in that department in the news room or whatever. And then she literally blocked my daughter. My daughter tried to message her back several times.
Maya says the police say they lost DNA at one point.
Oh yeah, they did that too. It was sent to the wrong area, but then they didn't have DNA. So what did they lose? You know, because now we're still extracting DNA.
To go back to Kelly's brother, her brother's name is Bobby Steele. He was actually found in a wall in a building, and they're trying to say it wasn't a homicide.
That's ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
I don't understand it. How there's so many. I just don't understand it. And I'm sorry to you, Kelly. I'm sorry for your family. That's terrible.
And she's like you. She's become an advocate for her brother, and she's helped out other cases as well. Like she's, you know, and it's unfortunate, but you're probably going to follow the same path. You're going to become someone that, now that you've been victimized like this, you're going to try to help others and
yes,
more.
Yeah,
Emily, I actually meant to ask you that, Emily, in the beginning. How did you get involved with advocacy work?
There was a case with a little girl that went missing, and she knew my child. So that kind of got me into it a little bit at the beginning, and it's just kind of evolved from there.
It's very similar with me. Like there was a little girl that went missing, and you know, within 15 minutes from my home, and I actually had a dream about her 5 days after she went missing, and since then I've been doing this. So
yeah, her name was Kayla Gomez.
You all are amazing people for what you do.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it must be like. You know, we talk to families all the time about this, but you know, we'll hopefully never know what the struggle you guys are going through. I can only imagine, and it seems awful. So, yeah. I mean, credit to all you guys for staying strong for your loved ones.
I've gotten to know her pretty well. Part of the advocacy, we get to know the families quite well, and she and I have become pretty good friends, and her family.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what I said. She's like she's been my rock. I really don't know what I would do without her.
Kelly says the fact they do not want your DNA sample is suspicious. CODIS is a national database, but the fact that the DNA might be in there does not excuse them from testing your DNA in comparison as well.
Exactly.
That's what I thought. But apparently we're not waiting for comparison. We're waiting for extraction. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, they're still at stage 0, right?
True.
Is what it seems like.
Yeah.
right.
That's true.
Yeah.
We got a comment here from Catherine Page Hicks. Says, "Stay strong, sweet friend. Sending love and prayers."
Thank you.
Another message. Rashonda Jones says, "So proud of you, sis."
Thank you.
Another message from Kelly. Please reach out, Tiffany. I'm available anytime. This can seem like the loneliest fight of your life, but you're not alone.
Thank you for that too. Yeah, I just don't understand. I never thought I would be here. You hear about this stuff all the time, and it's like I feel so bad for them families. And then whenever it's you, it's like, holy crap! What the hell is going on?
I'm sure it feels like you're living in a nightmare, right?
It does, yeah. And then you have dreams. He's called or he's knocked on the door, and it's just not him. So yeah, it's pretty rough. I just light a candle for him every day. Bring your ass home, bro.
Right.
If
That's
you're
the
watching.
toughest part. It's toughest part is not having answers, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would much rather know that he's, passed on, dead in a ditch or down a well or whatever. I would, that would be hurtful as hell, but at least I would know something, It wouldn't just be poof, he's gone. That's
right. You bring up a good point with having dreams that they're alive, right? Because all the loved ones that pass away, and sometimes that happens. Like you have a dream where they're still there, and you wake up and okay, that kind of sucks because it's not true. But like having a missing loved one, it just makes you think even more about, well, where are they? What are they going through? What did they go through? Like it just never ends until you get that closure.
Right. And some people never get that closure, and that's my biggest fear in all of this is that I may not ever know. And I may not ever know. And I really, my heart really goes out to families that have lived that for 30, 40 years and parents that have died without knowing where their children are. And that's
we've
that's
talked
terrible.
to a lot of them. It's awful.
Yeah, it is. It's heartbreaking. It really is.
Sherry says, thanks to everyone searching for the lost, and we're so sorry for your loss, and love and prayers.
Thank you.
I just want to say this name. Kizzy Ware says, love you, Tiff.
Oh, I love you, kids ass.
Let's see. So I do want to say, next week we're going to cover a similar case with, it's kind of ironic. So this mom had reached out to me. Her son is missing from Florida. And she said, thank goodness I have this advocate, Linda, that has helped me with this. And I don't know if they've never met. I don't even know if they know that they both live in Maine as well. So the three of us all live in Maine. It's kind of weird that it's ironic that we're going to be on this podcast together about a missing child or missing man, I guess at this point, from Florida. And the two of them live in the same state, and I don't think they've ever met. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's the kindness of strangers sometimes, I think.
We finally got to meet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We did.
What was that like?
Amazing.
It's like we've known each other forever.
Long lost sisters.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
I got to meet Mitchell's best friend and the rest of the family.
Yeah. Oh, Russell Roy Walters. I wonder if he's watching.
Hey, Rusty.
So what can the viewers do to help you guys out and share his story?
Just keep the word out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Honestly, just ears, eyes, see something, say something. If you know somebody that knows something about it, speak up. Just, don't be afraid to do the right thing.
We don't even care. We don't care who did it or why they did it. We just want to bring them home.
Exactly.
Yeah. We have a case up here in Maine that's going on, I think, 45 years now. 17-year-old girl that went missing, and that's what the father said. He's older now, and he doesn't care. He doesn't want anyone charged or anything. He just wants to bring his daughter home. So
and he's told to hate anyone at this point. He's never given up on his daughter.
Oh my God! See, yeah, it's crazy. Bless his heart.
And you guys are talking about this a year later. He hasn't been missing a year, and you're already talking about you don't even care. You just want to bring him home, and
the agony. It's unbearable. It's unbearable at times. Like it does. It gets unbearable because
we need law enforcement to get that DNA and confirm or deny if it's him. And this waiting is ridiculous. It's drawing out too much pain.
If everyone would call 903-237-2544 tomorrow and ask them why they're taking so long with this case and processing the remains, that would be really helpful to maybe make them realize how important this case is to people. And maybe
it's not just an individual that's missing. It's a family member. It's a loved one. It's a father, a son, a brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So I just want to say, Emily, thank you for what you're doing to help Tiffany and the family. Like, that's awesome work that you're doing. I know you do it for a lot of other people, but that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I'm more than happy to help.
Yeah, Tiffany, thank you for sharing your brother's story. I know it was hard for you, and you did amazing. Honestly, you did a great job.
Thank you. I was nervous.
He was so nervous.
I know you were. Well, I told you it was going to be like a conversation.
Right, yeah. And everyone that's in the chat, too, there's obviously a lot of love here, and a lot of people that know you, so, there's obviously going to be support from that, but we got a lot of people that are in your situation. You've seen them commenting. We've talked about them. We do have a lot of return people that watch this because they're trying to be here and support others like them. People in your situation with family members that are missing. So there's always all kinds of love on this end. If you ever need anything.
Thank you for that, and I will be watching your podcast going forward as well.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for what you two do as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
I'm going to run down through some of these comments, people just expressing their love, but Angela Hearn says, Tiffany, love, prayers, and support always. I heard today that wells between Overton and Tyler should be searched as well.
Yeah, I did hear that in the beginning. That's another thing, too, I failed to mention in the beginning. I went over to Kelly. I showed up to Kelly's house one night after Mitchell went missing. It had been about a month. He'd been gone. And she had this yellow tablet, the paper tablet. And she just handed it to me and she was like, this is what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing. And she's been searching for, she said she was searching for whales and she had all these coordinates for different whales that she thought he would be in. And that struck me as odd that she would say that to me,
It's like sleight of hand almost, but
yeah, it was.
Taylor says, "Thank you guys for helping the family." Yes.
Yeah, it was absurd.
The same comment.
Let's see what else. Oh, can you put the number up again? Yes. Everyone, go ahead and call them tomorrow morning. Let's say 9 a.m. Texas time. Everyone call them so they get 40 phone calls.
Yeah, let's do that. That would be amazing.
That would be.
So 9 a.m. Texas time. Let's call that number, 903-237-2544.
Thank you for that.
I'm not sure who this person is, but she says, you did it, Mama. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
We love you so much.
Thank you, Tanya.
Rashonda says, I told you would do great. I love and miss you so much, but it won't be long. I'll see you, sis.
Thank you. I love you, Shonda.
And
Yeah, I
this
told him
one was my brother from another mother, Mariah. So, yeah.
Yeah, him and my brother, or she and my brother were very close too. Yeah, very close.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for sharing his story, and our thoughts and prayers are with you both, and hopefully, Tiffany, your brother's brought home soon.
Thank you for that. Thank you for allowing me to be on your podcast. I really appreciate that. You guys are amazing.
Even though we're way up in here in Maine, even though we're way up here in Maine, somehow we're able to connect down in Texas, so that's good.
And we let everyone know this, but we mean it. If you guys ever need anything in the future, just let us know. If you guys have any updates, keep us posted. You guys want us to share anything, absolutely, in a heartbeat. And if you guys ever want to come back on again to talk about things, if you think needs a little freshen up with attention, then let us know, and we're more than willing to have you guys back on at some point.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
And as we exit here, Tiffany, we didn't get a chance to tell you guys this before, but if you guys want to stay in the studio, and we'll close out the live, and then you guys can kind of talk about how it went or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Yes, very much, and you guys have been awesome as always. So thank you very much for being here with us, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Yes.
Next week, Thursday, right, Travis?
Yes, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
All right.
I had to make sure you knew it wasn't Central Time.
Yeah. All right. We love you all, and we'll see you later. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The search for 5-year-old Taylor Williams led investigators to Alabama this week.
So we have some breaking news from Florida. An arrest has been made in connection.
After years of agony, a glimmer of hope for the family.
Investigators spent hours searching through this house off Pennsylvania Avenue.
What could be a major development in the search for missing Alabama teenager.
Tonight, a stunning twist in the search for Taylor.
Somebody out there knows something.
They want to lay him to rest their way, not by somebody else's way.